Hello, I'm Reginald Jones.
And I'm Tessa Darlington. We are the evening anchors at WTVY in Dothan.
Our station prides itself on being the hometown news leader, but we're also the powerhouse in this market for sports, weather, and helping our communities.
And now the staff at WTVY wants to prove that we can also take the top spot in this state. This area looks quiet, the epitome of small town backroad living.
But in February 2013, this tranquil area turned into a crime scene filled with pipe bombs, SWAT teams, and fear.
Midland City became a national headline because of a man who called this trailer home. He boarded a school bus, killed the heroic driver, and held a special needs child hostage for a week.
And all eyes focused on that underground bunker behind this trailer that was filled with explosives and traps. We have received reports of a bus driver being shot in Dale County and a student being taken hostage.
Well, it's a shocking story that has gripped parts of the Wiregrass all yesterday and today. Well, we're now in day 3.
Day 4.
Day 5.
Day 6 in the Midland City standoff.
Well, our top story this morning is the hostage standoff, which ensures yet another day in Dale County.
This is a WTVY News 4 special report.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tessa Darlington. We are live out here at the hostage scene in Midland City.
It is believed that 67-year-old Jimmy Lee Dykes took a child hostage yesterday after shooting a bus driver.
Reg, I spoke to many people in the community who say they wish they could do more for the family of the little boy who is still trapped in that underground bunker.
Sheriff Wally Olson stepped forward and officially released the identity of the suspect at the center of this crisis as 65-year-old Jimmy Lee Dykes.
He's always seemed like a weird person. I always thought that was just the way he is.
He has no days or nights. It's that that was one of the creepiest things. It was like, doesn't this man ever sleep?
Jimmy Lee Dykes' standoff with the police is over tonight.
Just kind of walk us through what happened last Tuesday.
I was doing my homework. Mr. Polo was doing his round off. Some man got on the bus asking for the children to like 6 to 8. And then when he saw us, he kept picking, and he picked my older brother.
The subject is deceased.
A sigh of relief tonight as a little boy taken hostage nearly a week ago is now safe.
It's by the grace of God. You know, he's okay.
A major economic announcement for the News 4 viewing area when a aircraft refurbishing company announced plans to relocate its headquarters to Dothan.
Commercial Jet is bringing hundreds of jobs to our area.
Dothan Mayor Mike Schmitz isn't alone in his excitement. State and local leaders have been working hard to recruit the Miami-based aviation company, Commercial Jet.
Yeah, this is a big day for Dothan, it's a big day for Houston County, and it's a big day for the state of Alabama.
Alabama Governor Robert Bentley was in the Wiregrass today. His first stop, Commercial Jet at the Dothan Regional Airport.
This is fantastic. You know, Commercial Jet coming to the Wiregrass area. And aviation could be right up there with automobile industry.
More than 300 potential Commercial Jet employees from all walks of life waited in line for hours. All of the people in line had the same goal: to start a career with Commercial Jet.
The local medical community got a real boost in 2013 when the Alabama College of Osteopathic Medicine opened its doors with its first class.
And the college is expected to have an economic impact for years to come.
The Alabama College of Osteopathic Medicine is officially open.
Hundreds turn out for the grand opening of the Alabama College of Osteopathic Medicine. Among them, Alabama Governor Robert Bentley and U.S. Representative Martha Roby.
A historic day here in Dothan. This opening marks one of only 3 medical colleges in the state of Alabama.
We've made history here today. Yes. And when the community can work together and the business community can work together, Dothan, we can do anything.
Well, I think it's one of the biggest game changers and one of the biggest days in the history of our city.
Bringing the Far East to the Southeast. That's the goal for an initiative striving to attract Chinese businesses to our area.
The Dothan mayor traveled to China at the end of 2013 with a packed schedule and a list of reasons why Chinese companies should invest in the Wiregrass. But those aren't the only things that went along for the multi-hour flight to China.
We had the exclusive opportunity to send one of our reporters as well, allowing our viewers to get unrivaled access and answers.
In the past, there's been a disconnect between the U.S. and China, but that's slowly changing as both sides begin to realize they complement each other. Building relationships is the first step to bridging the gap between Americans and Chinese. That's the foundation of the Southern Mayor's trip to China.
We're doing it the right way, and we are the right group of people to do it.
It becomes a domino effect.
Spanning less than 10 days and 3,000 plus miles, hitting 6 different cities, meeting hundreds of Chinese companies, touring different facilities in search of the perfect fit. Industrial China is rapidly entering a new era. While overseas, Mayor Schmitz visited several facilities and saw some of those changes firsthand. He met exclusively with Lian Ning, general manager of Nanjing Electronics, which donated 3D printers to Wallace Community College and Dothan Technology Center. Now, a deal is in the works to bring a 3D printer factory to Dothan. Smaller cities like Dothan are appealing to these Chinese business leaders because they have more room for growth, and that means the company has enough jobs to employ people in the entire region.
Who said bingo first? That's usually the biggest debate when it comes to that popular pastime.
But when you add machines in the mix, the numbers game becomes a tricky battle of bingo in Alabama.
State agents raided this building behind us, taking bingo machines and the money inside of them, claiming they were illegal. And that led to a 2013 trial that included many local and state politicians. So, are the bingo machines at Center Stage, Alabama legal? A judge makes a ruling on that issue today. News 4's Devin Sellers is live at Center Stage, Alabama with the details on that decision. Devin?
Texas Circuit Judge Michael Conaway says no. Today he issued a 12-page ruling saying the machines and the money seized from Center Stage are illegal. The nearly 700 machines and more than $288,000 are now property of the state of Alabama. The machines will be destroyed and the money will be placed into the state's general fund.
The biggest weather story this past year in the Wiregrass was the extensive flooding during February and July.
In mid-February, homes were flooded, roads were washed away under 1.5 to 2 feet of rain.
And just when people were drying out, another round of flooding dampened 4th of July celebrations.
And the deluge left the Wiregrass with still damaged roads and drainage systems and a 2-foot rainfall surplus for 2013. Rural hospitals all across the country struggle to survive, and the Wiregrass is no different.
In a special series, we looked at just how critical these hospitals are to their respective communities and what they're doing to avoid ending up flatlined.
Jared and Joanne Wiggum live just a few miles from Ott Mizell Memorial Hospital. They say that the anti-venom serum little Katie received in the ER basically saved their daughter's life. Now 5, Katie Wiggum doesn't remember much about throwing a football in her family's backyard and stepping on a baby Timbler Rattler last May. Katie's mom remembers almost immediately her daughter getting very sick.
Going limp and turning blue and foaming at the mouth. And so the guys in the yard are one of our friends, and Jared found the snake and told us what it was, and we got in the car and we're in the hospital within 5 to 10 minutes of it happening.
Most moms and dads, they always worry about their children, even when their babies are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s.
But what happens when the people who made sure you survived falling out of trees, your first heartbreak and becoming an adult, really need you?
We looked at how more Americans and people in the Wiregrass are becoming part of a growing and stressful group. Those who are still raising their own kids, but now they have to take care of aging parents as well.
Yeah, her and I are pretty good buddies.
1 year ago, Rebecca Davis's life flipped. Doctors diagnosed her mother, Faith, with dementia.
And was like, and everything blew up, and it was like total immersion right there.
The disease impaired Faith and launched Davis into the caregiver role.
You grow up thinking about your parents being there all the time for you. When it comes the time that those roles have reversed, that's my responsibility.
A nursing home isn't a consideration.
She's not ready to be put in a home.
But neither is putting her life on hold.
I have my child that needs me. I have a husband at home that needs me. I work 40 hours a week. Balancing all that, please don't think I'm Superwoman, because I'm not.
People can do a lot in 60 minutes. Get an oil change, take a spin class.
But we wanted to do what many would call impossible, change 5 people's lives with a 60-minute miracle.
We have partnered with Solomon Chevrolet to give away a 60-minute miracle, to do a 60-minute miracle. And so I stopped by the high school and asked some of the administrators there if they knew of someone who was deserving of a miracle. And so they said that you are, that you've had a rough year, and that you're doing a really good job with these 2 boys. And so I'm going to give you this and let you open it up, and there's a letter in there, and you can see what's in there. Wow. And that's $500 cash from Solomon Chevrolet. They've helped us do this.
Okay. Well, just when my baby's supposed to be going to Tuskegee to the campus.
Her babies are seniors at Delville High School, and Mary has worked hard to raise them on her own while trying to recover from a major stroke.
And I'm not gonna give up. I'm a fighter. I save all my energy for Friday night football.
Well, it was a big sports year in Alabama, and WTVY was there every step of the way.
The entire sports team traveled to Miami for the BCS championship game as Alabama squared off with Notre Dame.
Alabama has done it again. Welcome to Sun Life Stadium in Miami, where the Crimson Tide has captured its 15th national championship. And Matt, this game could go down as one of the most dominating performances in championship game history.
Well, the Tide certainly left no doubt. They jumped on Notre Dame right out of the gate, and by halftime, this one was all but over as Alabama won their 3rd national title in 4 years.
In a community where football is king, WTVY increased its coverage.
The sports team expanded Friday night football from 30 to 35 minutes, bringing even more highlights and scores to the Wiregrass viewers.
Hey, you're right on time for Friday Night Football. I'm Matt Harris. She's Taylor Tannenbaum. Her favorite color is green. Sometimes when I write in cursive, it's tough to make the letter Z. Those are just 2 random facts. From here on out, the rest of the facts we tell you will be about Week 8 as the playoff picture is shaping up for some high school football.
One of the biggest yearly attractions for the Wiregrass area is the National Peanut Festival.
And our station takes on a major role when covering that week-long festival, with a highlight being our live coverage of a parade through downtown Dothan. The 70th Annual National Peanut Festival is underway.
There we go. Look at this. I like it.
There you go. Let me step on this side and go ahead and feed her.
Oh, I can't. I think. Here you go.
Here's the Headland High School marching band. They're known as the Blue and the Gold Band.
A few of our news anchors decided to come from behind the anchor desk and spend a day in the life of someone else.
So we put the idea before our viewers, who voted on the jobs that they would like to see some of us perform.
Time to make the perfect burger. Step 1, patty. Step 2, grill.
So I'm on my way to UPS to be a delivery person for the day. They asked me if I was actually going to drive the truck. I think the safety of the packages is enough for today.
The last part of my day, mashing the cotton. With only 2 levers to operate, I should be better at this, right? You'd think so, wouldn't you?
You may think all we did was put the cans on the tipper and the truck does the rest. Well, it's not that easy, especially for me.
That's one of the problems too, yeah, you let that tipper bite down.
Hasta la vista, poop.
Well, some of us knew early on we wanted to be in broadcasting, whether it was because of a class or a local news anchor or the interest in telling other people's stories.
Well, here at WTVY, we want the people who take our seats one day to really be passionate about the business and our community. And that's why we never pass up a chance to influence America's future and possibly WTVY's future during our numerous school visits.
We also welcome groups from local schools, even colleges, to tour our station and get a real-life look at our industry.
WTVY is proud of its involvement in the various communities that we serve. Here's a look at just a few of the projects we undertook in 2013. We produced PSAs for the American Red Cross and sponsored a blood drive for the group in July.
The station was also a media sponsor for 3 March of Dimes events, including A Taste of the Wiregrass and Blue Jeans for Babies.
We were a media sponsor for the Jimmy Rain Foundation charity event. That's a scholarship event for high school seniors.
WTVY also sponsored a PSA for the Wiregrass Habitat for Humanity and for a Habitat charity golf tournament.
We've sponsored various Salvation Army events and provided a gold-level sponsorship for the Enterprise Aviation Expo.
The station also sponsored the Dothan Pro Classic, a USTA women's tennis event, and a Walk to Remember, an event that benefits Alzheimer's research.
We are certainly no stranger to severe weather in the Wiregrass region, but having a safe place to go during those times gives people peace of mind.
So WTVY was proud to provide storm shelters to 3 area families during a contest giveaway in 2013.
Our first winner from the storm shelter giveaway from the state of Florida. Who is it? Let's find out. Drum roll. Norma J. Davis from Bonifay, out of 3,500 or so entries.
Amazing.
She was the winner. And we're also going to announce the Georgia winner in our storm shelter giveaway. And it is Timothy Cleveland from Blakely. And we have our last winner from Alabama for our storm shelter giveaway. And his name is Paul Warren. He's from Enterprise, Alabama. We want to thank everyone who went online to sign up for the contest. Over 7,000 entries.
Our station is co-sponsor of one of the largest blood drives in the region every year. In 2013, no different.
Through our Life South Community Blood Center on-the-air blood drive, we help save more than 2,400 lives.
Why is it so important to give blood?
Because that blood is the gift of life. That's the only thing that we can't reproduce, and only a human can give that. So every person that comes in can save 3 lives.
There's a story behind almost every blood donor. So we're going to check in with Cody, who actually just gave a pint of blood, which saves 3 lives. So Cody, what is your story? Why do you donate blood?
Because first time I ever donated, there's a little girl that needed my type of blood to stay alive, and I donated 2 pints and it saved her life, and so I always come back and donate.
Not only are we the hometown news leader, but we're also leading the way in helping our community.
We partnered with the Wiregrass Area United Way Food Bank to help feed hungry families this holiday season.
And the result went beyond our expectations. Viewers donated more than 22,000 pounds of food.
There has been a steady stream of folks all day long coming out to our Miracle on Foster Street food drive. One of the people that's been instrumental in helping get this set up and implemented is Julie Gonzalez. She joins us now, and really successful day today.
It has been really successful. We've seen a number of people who've actually come through our drive-through food drive to donate canned goods, and more so than that, they've been donating monetary donations as well. So we've raised almost 22,000 pounds in food today, so it's been very successful.
Altogether, our grand total, 22,227 pounds of food. In an effort to give our viewers the most up-to-date information, WTVY launched a brand new app for mobile devices.
The WTVY app offers a brand new weather feature with up-to-the-minute radar, plus the most current news and sports headlines.
The station also launched a SyncBack app for cell phones. So by downloading that SyncBack app, viewers can watch our news live on their phones.
It also allows viewers to stream previous newscasts on their mobile devices. WTVY expanded its ability to be live anywhere, anytime, with the addition of 3 backpack TVU units.
And these devices use cell phone reception through air cards to simply produce a live shot.
Reporters could operate these TVU backpacks on their own, allowing us to send our news team closer to the action, bringing viewers the stories as they happen.
Reminding people to ring in the new year safely.
WTVY has some new hardware to show off. We won the 2013 Alabama Media Excellence Award. That's presented by the Alabama Electric Association of Cooperatives.
And the Wiregrass Electric Cooperative nominated our station. It's based on fair and positive coverage of the co-op and utility issues during the past year. We accepted the award at the 2013 area annual meeting in April in Montgomery.
In October, the Committee on Employment of People with Disabilities recognized WTVY. The station received the Media of the Year award.
We won 3 AP awards in 2013, bringing home plaques for Best Sports Program, Best Sports Story, and Best Soft News Feature.
As you consider us for Station of the Year, Do take under consideration that we are covering more local news than ever before.
We also have the largest news staff in the station's history, putting it to use with more than 28 hours of news programming every week.
Our goal is to get it right, not just have it first.
We are the hometown news leader and deliver on that promise. Thank you for your consideration.